What's up everyone, Technic here. In this video, I will be teaching you how to update PKGJ. This will be the no-fail method. So, let's get started, shall we? As you can see, my PKGJ version is version 0.55. If I were to go to the PKGJ website and I were to scroll down to releases, as you can see, we are actually on PKGJ version 0.57. I can verify this by clicking on releases and seeing the PKGJ VPK file. As you can see, when I go into PKGJ, my version is version 0.55. As we saw before, the latest version is 0.57. I'm going to go ahead and close out of PKGJ for now. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the releases tab for PKGJ on our computers, and we're going to be downloading the PKGJ VPK. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this to download. And then I am going to drag and drop this file over into my home screen. Or on my desktop rather. So what we're going to be going to now is Vita Shell. Then we're going to be going into our UX0. What we're going to do is, if you are on a PS Vita, you're going to press the start button and make sure that your select button is on USB. You can use file transfer protocol if you would like to, and also if you know how. If you're on a PS Vita, however, I recommend using USB transfer. When it comes to a PlayStation TV like I'm on, I have to use a file transfer protocol. There are other ways to transfer files when it comes to the PS TV, because I can actually stick like a USB inside of my PS TV and everything, but I would rather use FTP servers to transfer my files. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is selected for USB if I am on a PS Vita, and I'm going to press the select button to put it in USB mode. So once our PS Vita is in USB mode, we're going to go ahead and plug it into the computer. Now that we're plugged in, we can see our UX0 directory, and all we would have to do is drag our PKGJ VPK over into our main directory of our UX0. And then you can go ahead and close out the window. And then we're going to move back on to our PS Vita. Also, I know I talked about it a few times, but when it comes to file transfer protocol, I usually use FileZilla. So how you would do file transfer protocol is you would actually just type in this FTP server URL into the host name. So I would type in FTP ://192.168.1.26 :1337, and then I would just go to Quick Connect. And as you can see, my PS TV's directory pops up. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the UX0, and I'm going to drag and drop my PKGJ file into my main directory. So as you can see, the PKGJ file is on there. I'm going to go ahead and close the FTP server. And then I'm going to go ahead and press the circle button to close out of FTP mode. And as you can see, if I were to scroll down, I have the PKGJ application, or the VPK rather, installed onto my UX0. I hope that y'all enjoyed the behind the scenes there for my recording. So before we actually do install PKGJ, there are a few important steps to do beforehand. So like I said, this is the no-fail method. I am making sure that you are future-proofing your installation for PKGJ, but also teaching you how to properly install it later on. So what we are going to do first is we're going to close out a Vita shell, and we're going to delete our original PKGJ file. Or delete our PKGJ application out rather. And then we're going to go right back into Vita shell. First thing we are going to do is we are going to hover over our PKGJ folder. We're going to press the triangle button, and we're going to delete this folder. So the reason why we deleted our PKGJ folder inside of our UX0 is because once we install the newest version of PKGJ, it's going to create a new folder of PKGJ when we actually enter the application. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into our new PKGJ VPK, and I'm going to select it so I can install the package. So it says, do you want to install this package? Yes. It's going to ask you again, this package is basically going to reiterate, do you want to install this package? I'm going to say yes. Okay, after the installation is complete, very important, make sure you press the start button and reboot your PS Vita. Again, very important step. Now that our PS Vita is rebooted, we're going to go ahead and scroll down into our PKGJ application. So as you can see, it now says version 0.57. We're going to enter into PKGJ. After we enter into PKGJ, we're going to go ahead and press the triangle button, and we're going to go ahead and hit refresh. So if you kind of recognize it from before, in my previous PKGJ video, there is a lot more items in this version. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of PKGJ for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right back into Vita shell to show you what happened. So in Vita shell, as you can see, we have a newly created PKGJ folder with all of the titles, TSV lists, and everything. And now that we have a fresh PKGJ folder, the installation was a success. There shouldn't be any errors when it comes to downloading items, and I can even verify this further if I were to go into my UR0. UR0 is typically a folder that I recommend that you not mess with unless you absolutely know what you're doing. So I'm going to go into my UR0, I'm going to go into my Thai folder, and then I'm going to go into my config.txt. So usually with the config.txt, you're going to have all of your plugins that are installed. So most of the time, and when it comes to installing the newest version of Vita Deploy and everything, they will actually already give you your non-PDRM plugin. What the non-PDRM plugin does is it essentially makes items that you download off of PKGJ work. That is the simplest way that I can put it. So when it comes to downloading PKGJ, you do not necessarily need to download auto plugin to make these applications work and these items work, because you kind of have it pre-installed already. Also, when it comes to using Vita Shell itself, whenever you do go into Vita Shell, I will always recommend that you press the start button and reboot your PS Vita. That goes for anything. That goes for whether you download a plugin and install it straight from Vita Shell. That goes for if you are checking something on Vita Shell. I will always recommend that you reboot your PS Vita after entering this application. This is Tech Nick, and today's video we have successfully learned how to update PKGJ into the newest version, and this can also be applied to any future releases that do come out. Now, that being said, the latest release of PKGJ is back in 2023, which is version 0.57. In the future, however, there could be another release. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but if it does, this video will also be applied to that release as well. That's why I kind of said that this is the no-fail method. All you would have to do is find the latest release on the link that I leave in the description, and then afterwards you would be able to download and install the newest PKGJ. So this is Tech Nick. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you dislike this video, please leave a dislike. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments, and I will definitely answer it. So other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video.